Hey, I'm Creech and this is Creech and Cars, and today I'm going to be going over everything you need to know about the all-new 2024 Porsche Cayenne. The Cayenne debuted 20 years ago now, and in that short time frame, it has become one of the most popular and important models from Porsche and is now the brand's best-selling model worldwide. The Cayenne is currently in its third generation, which came out in 2017, but this week Porsche announced that there will be major changes for the 2024 model year. Although it won't be an entirely new generation, there are updates and improvements to virtually every area of the vehicle, so today I'm going to take you through the exterior and interior design updates, and then I'll go over the added features and performance upgrades. Let's start with the front end, where we can still see the matrix headlights, which allow onlookers to quickly identify the car as a Porsche, and the designers have built around the new design language to make the Cayenne as aggressive as possible when looking at it head on. There's a larger grille and side air curtains, as well as sharper creases on the hood lines. The front bumper has more of a splitter look to give the Cayenne a sportier, more car-like bumper. This new front end, combined with minor changes to the fenders, give the Cayenne a more athletic stance overall. A look at the rear fascia reveals what Porsche is calling three-dimensionally designed taillights, where the lights aren't contained within one large, smooth piece of glass, but can instead be seen as three-dimensional strips. Designers also experimented with ways to better integrate license plates so that they don't disrupt the rear design. There are also three new colors for the Cayenne: Algarve Blue Metallic, Montego Blue Metallic, and Arctic Gray, and buyers can now pick from three wheel sizes: 20, 21, or 22 inches. As we move inside, here we can see significant changes to the design and technology. This design philosophy is called Porsche Driver Experience, and it first debuted on the Taycan and will seemingly make its way through all Porsche models. A main part of this design is relocating controls for things like the driver assistance features very close to the driver, with more controls now being located on the steering column, stalks, and other places near the steering wheel. The gear selector has now been moved to the dash to free up space around the center console, and the redesigned dashboard now comes with a fully digital gauge cluster. It is a 12.6-inch curved display with variable display options. Next to that, and similarly to the previous models, there's the 12.3-inch infotainment screen that uses the Porsche Communication Management System. And for the first time ever, Cayenne buyers can opt for a screen for the front passenger. This feature comes from the Taycan and will use the same 10.9-inch screen where the passenger can have access to infotainment controls as well as additional functions like video streaming. The glass on this screen prevents the driver from seeing it so that it won't be a distraction. Overall, I think the new interior does clean up the design and introduces a lot of screen area while still looking classy and elegant. The updated Cayenne also brings a host of new features, mostly centered around safety. Active Speed Limit Assist is a standard feature that is able to recognize traffic signs while the car is on cruise control and respond accordingly. Buyers who opt for Adaptive Cruise Control will also get two new capabilities. One is Evasion Assist, which can detect obstacles and assist with braking and steering between 31 and 93 miles per hour. The next one is Turn Assist, which adds automatic braking while the car is turning, but only up to 6 miles per hour. Porsche has also made overall improvements to the InnoDrive driver assistance system. The Active Lane Keep Assist has been upgraded, along with the Intersection Assist, which provides more assistance at slower speeds and traffic lights. Now let's get into some of the performance numbers, and this is where there are some of the biggest changes and upgrades across the entire model line. The base Cayenne now comes standard with a 3-liter turbocharged V6 that has 13 more horsepower and 36 more pound-feet of torque than the previous motor. When you step up to the Cayenne S, you now get a twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8. This replaces a twin-turbo V6, and I have to say it is very refreshing to hear a company adding cylinders for once instead of taking them away. The new V8 produces 468 horsepower and 442 pound-feet of torque and can do 0 to 60 in 4.4 seconds. If you want to go for the top-level Turbo GT model, you'll get the same V8, but it's tuned to produce 650 horsepower and bolts to 60 in 3.1 seconds, all the way up to a 189 mile per hour top speed. The Turbo GT also comes standard with a performance exhaust with titanium tailpipes, Porsche's proprietary dynamic chassis control, and ceramic composite brakes, along with rear wheel steering. The Turbo GT will now only be offered in the coupe body style for better aerodynamics. Also in the middle of the pack is the Cayenne E Hybrid, which also gets some performance boosts. First of all, it gets the new V6 with the same increases as the base model. But the battery and electric motor have been upgraded as well, with the power output now totaling 463 horsepower, with 174 horsepower coming from the electric motor. The previous model had a 17-mile pure EV range, and this should be increased with the larger battery, but Porsche hasn't announced anything specific yet. One last performance upgrade to cover is Porsche's active suspension management system. This is a variable suspension that is supposed to make the Cayenne a better sports car, off-roader, and luxury vehicle, with Porsche claiming it has even sharper differentiation between the suspension modes. The Turbo GT model won't get this suspension, instead it will have a more track-focused suspension with less variability. So that's pretty much everything new for the Cayenne for the 2024 model year. It should begin to reach dealers this summer, and the base model will start a little under $80,000. The E Hybrid starts at $91,700, and the S model starts at $95,700. Finally, the Turbo GT starts a little over $196,000. On this channel, I cover car news like this, as well as car history and culture, so if you like videos like this, check out the channel and subscribe so you don't miss future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.